Use longitude and win my Lamborghini Diablo was page 1. It's called a double truck ad. And let's see here. This was like page, I don't know, maybe they were like this. Page 2 was what do women say behind their lover's back? Page 3 was the CTA call to action and testimonials. See if I have the call to action. Call to action's on another one. I'll tell you what it was. He wrote a book about it, 12-Month Millionaire. Russell Brunson did a really, really in-depth interview with him. And basically, he founded ClickFunnels on what he learned from Vincent James, I think more or less. So Vincent James would sell a bottle of Mel, let's call it Mel. I don't want Facebook to kill this stream. You can guess the name of the product from longitude, all right? Maybe. And so anyway, he would sell a bottle for $59.95 plus $6.95 shipping and handling. It was forced continuity, so when they ordered, they were a member of the Preferred Customer Club and would receive each month an auto ship for $39 of more pills until they canceled. So your average customer bought 4 bottles, $59.95 plus 3 bottles at $40 each. So that was $120 plus 60. That's $180 average. And so what happened was he would break even on the $59.95. The next 3 payments went in his pocket or to overhead and advertising in his pocket, right? So the formula for $100 million was 40,000 bottles a month. We sold 40,000 bottles a month. That was $100 million for a year based on those numbers. And that's what he did. He didn't buy this Lamborghini. It was given to him by the I think the company that manufactured the supplements for him. They bought him the car, but he gave it away. He went to jail for 5 years for fraud. The reason was, people, let's be honest, people sell pills every day for every cause under the sun. The difference is he ran these ads, big giant ads in Playboy and I think every magazine you can imagine, pretty much. Really huge, giant magazines. When you run an ad with a red Lamborghini for helping males enhance parts of their anatomy, and you got no evidence that it works, you got a problem. Now, tons of people sell herbal pills where they're, some of them make claims for the pills, some of them don't. In his case, it's a direct response ad, so the claims were very, very direct and specific. Be that as it may, I mean, $10,000 would have kept him out of jail because he could have bought a research project for $10,000 that proved the pills worked, 10 or 20,000, and he probably wouldn't have gone to jail then. He would have had proof that the pills worked. Right. So Russell interviewed him and created a product which is another manual about as long as this one when you print the thing out. Vincent was, it's probably, this book, by the way, is probably the best, maybe the best thing ever written on direct response marketing ever. As is the interview with Russell. As far as paid advertising goes, there's nothing else that even holds a candle to it. It's called The 12-Month Millionaire. Now, the reason I say Russell founded ClickFunnels on is ClickFunnels basically is built on the same premise. Now, it's very close to the same formula, but done with, he ain't selling pills that do stuff to your body. He's selling software, right? But now think about it. If you bought one bottle of pills for $59.95, then you were put in the auto ship. And the average person would stick 3 months. With ClickFunnels, the way Russell sold it was you bought his funnel hackers training for like $1,000. And you got 6 months of ClickFunnels for free. And then, so it's a different model, but similar, because what happens after the 6 months? You roll into continuity, right? As I understand it, you would roll then into continuity, right? And so I'm not saying it's exactly the same, but the basic principle in ClickFunnels is they're both just recurring billing models. How many months do people stay on the recurring? How many months do people stay on the recurring, right? And then how much can you pay to get them? Now, if I was a paid advertiser, I could make a fortune. I'll be honest. I'm probably not enough of a risk taker. I'm not a big risk taker, to be honest. And actually, it's math, but I'll explain why I say it's a bit of a risk. Here, I'll show you the numbers that I'm referring to and why I say that. It's a great lesson in direct response, right? Well, let's go over here and see if I can find my fast track numbers. It's one of these. I'm not sure which. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, it's not that one. I've got a bunch of fast tracks in here, so I have to go in here and try to find the one that actually, I think it's maybe this one. No, okay, it's not fast track 14-day trial. Oh, I can do it like this. It's faster. Let's see. Fast track. It's not the 14-day trial. It's not that one. Well, I know what's in here, guys. Just bear with me a second. It's not that one. You wouldn't think it would be that hard to find it, would you? It's not that one. Let's see. If I don't find it here in a second, I'll just tell you the bottom line of it. But I want you to be able to see it because here it is. It's right here, guys. So here we go. We've got 24,000 in revenue. 1% refund rate. But notice this, 6 average retention. So that meant the average person stayed 6 months, right? So if we run numbers here, we had 74 customers, right? So you take 24,906, that's this revenue here, and you divide that by 74, That's $336 per customer, even though it says the average stayed 6. I don't know why the average retention is 6 months, but it's at 100 a month, it's only 336 revenue per customer. In any event, 336 revenue per customer. So using Vincent James' formula, I could spend up to $112 to get a paying customer, but you have to be really good at backing out the math, because remember, first you got a trial, right? First you got a trial. So you have to be able, and I'm not great at math, but you have to be able to back out the math. So you have to say, because this is but this was really trial. I believe these are trials here. This is a 14-day trial. So as I read this, that 74 14-day trials resulted in this revenue, 336 per person. So yeah, I can spend $120 per trial, which honestly, you should be able to get $120 per trial. And I would make $336 per trial, right? So you would spend basically 100 and you get back 300, and you can do that all day long. Now, a couple things about this. This was over quite a bit of time, right? And then the other thing about it is when I looked at other 14-day trials, the numbers weren't so good. So like those numbers were to my list, but I don't think those numbers would hold up on paid advertising. For it to be valuable, you know, you would have to run it so that it would see what the numbers on paid advertising were. Because like here, I think this was from affiliates. My refund rate was huge. The other refund rate was 1%, and this was like 24%. This was awful off of 17 orders. That was just terrible there. Let's see here if I can show you another one. Here was one. Oh, I didn't have any on that one. Let's try it 30 days here. Yeah, I don't know if I have another one with enough orders to give any other data on it. All I know is the numbers from my own customers, you know, are going to be skewed compared to numbers that you do from paid ads, right? So anyway, if you think about it though, you know, if the numbers would hold up, then you would be rich. So let's just go back to it. If the numbers held up, these numbers that I showed you, these numbers, if those numbers held up, and I wanted to invest the money in the ads, I would be rich, because you would spend, assuming you could buy a trial, a $1 14-day trial for under $120. I think you probably could, because if you figure, now this 5% conversion rate, I believe that's the rate that you convert people that click the cart, not the number that of people that visited the web page, because this is just the cart. So if you have 1,000 people that you pay $1 a click for to go to the page, and you convert 1% to a trial, so that's 10 trials that cost $1,000. But if we're making $300 per trial, that's $3,000. So you pay 1,000, you get back 3,000. It would certainly be worth a shot, right? Now, truthfully, in paid ads, I've had a devil of time converting anyone for anything. Paid ads, that's cold traffic. I mean, it's a lot different selling these 74 people off of my email list who are hot to warm than it is trying to sell people on cold traffic, right? But anyway, the Vincent James numbers hold true. It's how Russell built his company. He knows when he gets a trial for ClickFunnels, X% are going to convert. They're going to stay Y% of time, so he knows how much he can spend on ads to get them. And it's just that simple. It's not any more complicated than that. Now, he's ran out of people to advertise to, so he has other ways to handle that, which I won't go into here. We're kind of like his trade secrets. But in any event, guys, that's what I've got for you today. Let me go check comments, see if any of you have any comments on it. It's interesting because it's how you make $100 million is simpler than you can imagine. 40,000 bottles of pills a month at $59.95 break even, and then 3 more bills at $39.95. The fly in that ointment, is that auto ship creates an awful lot of complaints, and that's one reason he went to jail, is because when you do forced continuity, you're going to get a lot of complaints. I don't care if you put it in huge 72-point type. You will be billed. They'll be, oh, you didn't tell me I was going to be billed. Well, I didn't know. This is a scam. You're going to get it. Like, you can't, like, you can sit there and, like, write it on their arm in ashes or crayon. They would still swear they didn't know they were going to be billed. It's really a tough model. So auto bill, where it's like forced continuity. You buy this and then you're going to be billed. It's a really tough model. People do it like Proactive. That's, at least he modeled Proactive. That's how Proactive, whatever, the like cosmetic thing for acne, that's how they built. But, anyway, guys, that's what I've got for you today. Y'all have a great day. See